Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to Colony Survival. I certainly hope you're having a wonderful day because I'm certainly excited to be back with my colony where apparently it's bad time. Everybody's heading into the castle walls just as I was thinking of heading out and grabbing some trees, which I think I'm still going to attempt to do because we do need to get ourselves some logs because some of my colonists have stopped working recently. So we'll just get those and we can run back to the colony real quick and throw those into the inventory, which will hopefully mean that the cook, the baker, is going to keep doing what he's doing. So we'll go ahead and throw the temperate logs into there. We do, of course, have a forester at this point. So if we look over that way, you can just see the field where the trees are going to grow. It's probably not going to take too long for those to grow. I think they grow... I don't know how quickly they grow, I'm going to be honest. I don't remember off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't take that long. So hopefully we can see those pop up relatively quickly so that we don't need to go out and manually gather wood anymore. That would be nice. Definitely seems like we got a pretty good defense going, though. I am really, really happy with how things are going with the defenses. So much so that I'm thinking we can actually go ahead and start working on bringing the towers up a little bit. So if we pop in here, what we can do is, well, actually, what we should probably do is expand the front walls, because the walls are going to be 2 blocks thick, like this. Did that zombie got awfully close over there? Not really, can we kill that one? There we go. They are getting a little bit closer. We might need to get more defenses up and going, but that's kind of the idea with the walls here anyway, so we'll see how that ends up going. But we can go ahead and do that, and you know, I'm honestly thinking that maybe we could probably change the walls up a little bit, get some details in there, but we'll not bother just yet. What I'm thinking, though, is that if we bring the towers up a little bit further, so we go up like this. We're going to need to figure out a way to get a good staircase in here, but we'll figure that out momentarily. I do need to keep an eye. Oh, they got awfully close there. I'm not too sure how to feel about that. But we'll bring the towers up like this. We can bring them around like this as well. And let's see. Oh, that one's close. That one's close. Oh. Okay, yeah, we're gonna need more archers up in here for sure. We're definitely gonna need more archers. But, probably not tonight, but the next night or two, we're definitely gonna need some. But what I'm thinking we do here is we bring some sections of stone across like this, and we suddenly have something that's kind of like crenellations. It's not quite crenellations, but it's kind of like crenellations, which I think looks pretty good, if I do say so myself. Let's just kill you real quick. There we go. We could go so far as having a way to go through the gatehouse. That is definitely a thing I'm considering here. It might look pretty good to have a way through there, but looking at it, it is going to be a little bit low, so I don't think we're going to be doing that. I think we'll just leave the gatehouse as is and not worry too much about it. But I do want to bring these towers up, so let's see what we can do here. This is roughly... This is the height it's going to have to be at least right here, so that we have the archways for the doors there. Now, obviously, we're going to have to bring some walls across here as well. So we'll just bring that along. We're obviously going to need to move a lot of beds as well. But the idea at some point is that we're going to actually have a building to put some beds into, so I'm not going to stress too much about the beds just yet. We'll bring the crenellation type things down here a little bit. Just like so. And we can hop up this way too. Now let's see where exactly we're going to put a staircase in here, because we really do need one. Now I'm thinking we could go like this if we put a block there, and a block there, and there, and there. Now obviously it does slightly block this walkway, but it also slightly works, unless we just do this, actually. That might work a lot better. Again, slightly... Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, you'd have to come in and then go up. But you can still go down, which is fine. So that kind of works. That definitely kind of works, unless we were to raise the doorways a little bit higher. At which point you wouldn't need to just come straight in and go up. You'd be able to go from the doorway. Which might not be a bad idea. So something like this absolutely works. Let's go ahead and do that. meaning that the floor for this place is going to be at this height, which is totally fine by me. We do need to get rid of that block, but that's totally fine. And then what I want to do is I actually want to put some stone like this, and I think I want to use some wood for the rest of this. So we'll sort of use this as like the base for the tower. Actually, maybe the tower can come out a little bit. So bring the tower out like this. Let's head back up into it so we can, you know, just get everything set up the way it needs to be. We're going to need a block there. We're going to need a block there. And a block just there as well. So bring these... Oh, careful. Let's just bring these all along like that. Bring... Oh, not like that. Bring this one over a little bit as well. We'll leave the corner sections sort of like that. And we'll bring this one over as well. And that gives us sort of the basic shape of the tower. Now, what I want to do is I want to bring some wood up from here so we have a wooden top on all of the castle towers, which I think will look pretty neat indeed. But that right there gives us a bit of an idea. Oh, that does not look good. Yeah, we might need to look into ways to make that look a bit better. Especially these bits of wall here as well, but we'll get to that. We'll get to it eventually. We'll get the basic designs done, and we'll deal with the details just a little bit later down the line. These guys are currently harvesting some wheat, which is fantastic news. 334 food currently. This guy's working on what he needs to work on. So I'm wondering if we're getting 100 food per day yet. I'm not certain that we are, and I'm definitely feeling like we should be. So I guess let's go ahead and say that we probably don't need to get ourselves... Well, maybe we do. I don't know if we need to get ourselves another forester immediately. But I'm very tempted to take a chance here. I'm very tempted to take a chance and get 3 more... I'm gonna get 3 more. 1, 2, 3. So there we go. We're consuming 105 food per day. But we've just got 2 more wheat farmers and 1 more forester, which I'm sincerely hoping is going to do good stuff for us. I'm sincerely hoping that that's going to work out for us. Obviously, the foresters mean that this guy can keep making bread, as of course do the new wheat farmers. But I do hope I haven't overdone it there. Now, whilst we are waiting, let's have a look. There are some logs in there. Well, planks. We're going to need... Definitely going to need more of those. Yeah, we're really going to need more of those. Let's go ahead and just work on the other towers then, I suppose. So we'll bring this over just like so. 3, 4, 5. Grab a bunch more stone from in here. We are actually going to need a lot of stone to make this work. In fact, let's just go ahead and... Let's see. So this goes around like so. This is going to have to go along here. So that bit's actually going to be open, and then the crenellation type stuff comes across here. So let's just get the walkway done. And let's get the sort of railing type thing, the edging, the crenellations done. They're not actually crenellations, but we'll get all that done. And then, again, we get a very basic look at what this is all going to look like eventually. So once again, we get a basic idea of what this place is going to look like when it's done. And I'm kind of excited. I'm definitely at least a little bit excited to see how this all turns out. Now, these guys here are all walking around doing their thing. We're up to 331.6 food again, which is actually fantastic news because it means that we are producing enough food to sustain the colony as it is, which makes me very happy indeed. Now, while these guys here are actually sleeping, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just chuck all of these materials that I have here into the stockpile so that I can go ahead and start moving all of this stuff, because it really doesn't need to be sat around here, especially since I do need to go ahead and I do need to move it all onto one of these walls like this one right here. So the workbench, I think, can... Actually, let's start with the crate, then the grindstone, then a crate, then the furnace. Then I think a couple more crates might be an idea. Excuse me. You might have heard it in my voice the whole way through this video. My throat's been a little bit weird today. We'll do another crate and then the furnace. So that should, in theory, give them a pretty good selection of crates to go to for the resources. To be honest, we probably don't need that one. But that right there should be fine. And that right there means that we can actually start filling in this wall over here, which I'm kind of excited to start doing. I would like to, you know, see about filling in some of these walls and actually getting the inside of the castle just reinforce that a little bit more. Now, in other good news, we are up to 238 arrows, which means that our arrow production is much better than it has been. If we look in here, we don't actually have any iron ore. Oh, we do. We have 43. So, iron production is going very, very well as well, which is, again, fantastic news. Now, popping down here, we can clearly see these two are fast asleep, which I am completely okay with. But I do want to go ahead and say that we can maybe get another miner. And maybe we could get another miner on the iron. In fact, let's just get some miners working on different things. We're going to need coal, that's for sure. We're going to need gold at some point. We're probably going to need this stuff, but we'll not worry too much about it just yet. We are going to need some stone. So let's go ahead and say we can get 3 stone miners there, especially with this whole castle project. Now, obviously, eventually we aren't going to need that much stone. So eventually the 3 stone miners are going to be taken off of that job and put onto another one, which is completely fine by me. Not too stressed about that. It's nice to know that in the future we're going to have 3 people that can go and do something else, whatever that something else may happen to be. Now it does look like we're getting a bunch more zombies coming around here, which makes me a little bit nervous. But I'm fairly confident in saying that we can 100% deal with it. I am going to go ahead though and put a torch there, 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 and there. And then I want to do the same way over... Oh, wait a minute. Did not think this through. Did not... Oh, there we go. Did not think that through. So let's go ahead and hop down here and do the same thing with a torch there and on that corner as well and just there. Just to light up the front of the castle that little bit more so we can see the zombies that little bit easier from a distance. And you know, to be honest, the more I look at this, the more I'm thinking that we really could probably move the archers on the ends into... I was going to say move them into the towers, but now that I look at the towers, I'm thinking that's maybe not a good idea. Because they're not going to be able to shoot down off of the towers at all. We'd have to cut out some sections of wall, which I was thinking about doing. If you think back, I did mention that we could cut out sections kind of like this and put archers in them. So an archer here and an archer here as well. Could be kind of interesting. Could definitely be kind of interesting. But I think we'll hold off on that idea just for the moment. But let's go ahead and put some torches into the towers. Well, I guess the 2 towers that we currently have. We obviously don't have the other towers yet, but we'll not stress about that. I'm also thinking it might be an idea to move these beds. There we go. Everybody's getting up, so, again, apologies for me throat. It's been a bit weird and not cooperating today. But we can go ahead and move these beds so that I can finally go ahead and, you know, have that wall freed up for... Oh, let's not do that. We can have that wall freed up so that we can actually start filling that in as well, which I think... What are you all complaining about? So, you don't have wheat, is what I'm seeing there. Yeah. So, are we harvesting wheat by any chance today? Is that a thing? No, actually, we're not. But I do believe the next batch of wheat that comes in is going to be fantastic. Now, you're complaining currently about fire, which is making me think that we do, in fact, not have any logs. So, it seems that the foresters aren't quite keeping up currently. Although they do have trees to cut down. I guess they are going to be working on that. But I guess what I can do is I can head out real quick and I can tear down a few trees myself just to help a little bit. So I'll head over this way, grab a tree or two, and throw the wood off of those into the town stockpile so that people will stop complaining and so that production can continue, because I would really like it to, you know, not stop. That would kind of be ideal. So this can all be torn out, just nice and quick-like. We'll tear this out as well. Again, nice and quick-like. And this one as well. And that clears out pretty much all the trees, give me 24 bits of log that I can throw into the town stockpile. And here's hoping that that ends up being enough. Because if it isn't, then we have a problem, but I'm assuming it is, so we'll not worry about it. You know, I realize that all of the wood consumption is being split between these two. This guy here has to make a bunch of wood planks to make the arrows, and this guy needs the wood logs, I assume, to get that thing going, so it does kind of make sense that we are running into some issues. But maybe what we could do for the time being is maybe limit the amount of arrows that we have, because I don't think we're ever going to need more than, say, 250, rather than the 750 that I put in here. So let's just lock it at 250 and say that you can start working on something else. So you're going to start working on wood planks, which is totally fine by me. We have 4 of them currently. And you're going to just keep working on the ingots. You're working on the bread. Our food's up to 377 currently. So I am thinking that we could maybe clear out some of the mining jobs and maybe get a couple more. Well, is there anything we don't have currently? Is there any job we don't currently have? What does the shop do? I've no idea. We have a science lab as well. We have the mint, which I assume turns gold into things. Technologist's table needs a linen bag. The tailor shop can make linen, carpet, clothing, and bags. Okay, so that needs flax. Okay. We are going to need to look into a flax field at some point, by the looks of it. But what I'm thinking we do is we clear out some of these, and we have got 4 jobs that are currently needing filled up. I reckon we can maybe pull off 4 jobs. That's going to bring us up to 125 food per day, but I think we can do it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 125 food being consumed per day. And that's 4 people going down to the mines right there, which is definitely a concern. Now this guy here is going to be making some pickaxes, which means these guys are going to be able to go to work. At least one of them should be able to. Are you serious? Oh, there we go. So those guys are both off to work at this point. I'm definitely thinking we are going to need more, I'd say wheat farmers, but I'm thinking, well, you know what? I think wheat's going to be where it's at, so that we can go ahead and keep up with the demand for good food. We are probably going to need another guy to actually start making bread at some point as well, but we'll see how that ends up going. But let's just go ahead and lay out some space for another wheat field just over here. So we'll bring this all the way along 10 by 10, just like so. And we'll get that up and running soon enough. I do think we'll go ahead and put another berry farmer in here, the way we were going to do at one point. So 6 by 6 just there should do the job. Yeah, that seems fine to me. And we could maybe throw another couple of berry farms out that way, but I don't think I'll stress too much about it just yet. I am thinking, though, probably a good idea to throw some beds into the mines, because we do have, I believe, a bunch more people down here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Have we got 5 people working the mines currently? 6. We have 6 people working the mines. So we have 3 beds there. We can do 3 beds there. So there we go. We have room for the 6 miners to sleep and just keep bringing in resources, which is fantastic stuff. So that's going to be incredibly useful for us. Our food supplies are good enough to last us for another 48 hours, which I'm not too worried about. That is going to continue to increase. Although this guy here seems to be out of flour. Although tomorrow, I mean, looking at what we've got here, this is all going to grow and be harvested tomorrow. And all of that is going to grow and be harvested tomorrow as well. So it's not like we're in a situation where we are not going to be producing a whole bunch of food tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be a very, very good day for us. We are still sitting on a bit of bread. But the amount of bread we have at any one time really does make me think that we could probably do with, you know, more guys making it. But we'll not stress too much about that. I don't think there's any point in stressing too much about that anyway. Nothing I can really do about it. So let's see. Anyone producing anything? You aren't. You are. You're still working on iron. which is good. We have 16 iron ingots, actually. So let's have a look. What do we need for all of this stuff? I really haven't gone through and looked enough at this. So the tailor's shop needs flax. We should probably look into getting some flax on the go. It does seem to be a resource that could be useful at some point. So maybe we look into laying out a couple of flax fields over this way. That might not be a terrible idea. So we'll say that we can do a flax field just there. I assume, yep, 10 by 10. So we'll do a couple of flax fields on this side of the castle. Just like so. We could do one more, but I don't think we need to. I think I'll just do a wheat field over here. In fact, maybe berries. Maybe we just do more berries. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking, no. Let's do wheat. So we'll get another wheat field here. We'll go for another 10 by 10, as we always do. And there we go. That gives us 5 more jobs that we currently need to fill. Not too stressed about that. I'll tell you the only thing I'm stressed about currently, which is going to be the coming night, because the zombies are getting tougher. The zombies are 100%, well, not getting tougher, but there's getting to be more of them every time, and these guys are, you know, I realize the flaw in these guys. I need to move them forward one, because they can't currently shoot to the left. They have to wait for the zombies to be, you know, straight in front of them. So putting them here will give them a bit of a wider field of view. And here would give them a ridiculous field of view, to be fair. So maybe we put them right here. Or up in the walls. That's not a bad idea. Put one up there. And then another one sort of up there. That might work. Then leave this one guy in the middle. Or we get more. We could always end up with more. Oh, that's the thing, though. If I move you guys, if I take you off your job, you're going to go do something else. They'd go be farmers, which we really don't want. We really don't want these guys to be farmers right now, so we are going to have to keep an eye on that. I'll tell you what I kind of want to do, though. I do kind of want to, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I go 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So if I was to do this, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm basically trying to make this look like almost like a drawbridge. Because if I was to maybe, let's see, not that, but if I do this kind of thing, right? Now, obviously that looks a bit weird, but if I start taking out a bunch of this bridge, it's sort of going to look like that's designed to come down, but when it's raised up, it meets with the wood up there. That's kind of my thinking anyway. It might not look that way to you, but kind of looks that way to me. So, I'm not going to stress too much about it. Let's just start taking out bits of the bridge here. We could actually leave the bridge in a very interesting way like this, but I don't think we'll be doing that. Let's just get that done like so. I'm actually thinking we could maybe put in some temperate logs along here, just to make it look kind of interesting. Make it look like that's the bit that pivots or something. I think that looks alright, though. I think the stone looked a little bit better than the logs, but I like the wood. I think the wood looks kind of nice. So let's go ahead and throw the temperate logs back into the stockpile. Let's just throw everything we have into the stockpile and trust that my archers are going to do a fantastic job like they usually do. I guess you have got a pretty good field of view to the right, don't you? They are sort of firing across each other, which is, I suppose, fine by me. But, they are missing a lot of shots as well. I'd really like them to not do that. I'd really like them to, you know, connect their shots rather than miss a bunch of them, but I mean, it is what it is. We're not gonna... Oh, hello. We're not gonna stress too much about something I can't control right now. Anyway, let's go ahead and throw some torches onto the towers down here, because I realize I haven't done that yet. So something like that, just to light up those two corners. And you guys, I assume, are all going to be waking up soon enough. Oh man, it is nice not having to do all the defense manually at this point. I'll be honest, it is, it's relaxing. Being able to stand out here and know that I'm going to be safe because these guys are guarding me. That's, oh, there we go. So the zombies are dead, meaning you guys are all getting up to go to work. The wheat farmers are going to go ahead and start harvesting. Meaning this guy over here, where is he? This guy right here can start working on getting some bread soon enough. Well, you need the wheat and then you need the bread, but this should be good. This should be very, very good for us, ladies and gentlemen. We got a whole bunch of wheat over here. I think my only real concern is the amount of wheat seeds that we have, because we have currently got 20, and I believe we get more. Yeah, we do get more as we harvest, but obviously we're going to need to make sure that everyone has enough wheat seeds to completely replant their field, or we're kind of going to be in trouble. So I guess we're going to have to keep an eye on that. Now, food is currently at 231.4. We are in the red on food there. That number, of course, is just... It's not that we don't have enough food to live right now. It's that our food is dangerously low compared to the usage per day. So we are going to need to be very, very careful with that. But like I said, as the harvest goes ahead, this guy's going to keep making some flour. This guy's going to start making some bread. And we should really have no problem with getting the amount of food that we have up a little bit. In fact, I'm kind of tempted to say that considering the amount of wheat that's going to come in, we could maybe get a second grindstone. I'm kind of tempted. I'm kind of tempted to do this as a little bit of an experiment. Although if I put this down and then hire some... if I hire colonists, they aren't going to go work the grindstone, are they? They're going to go work the flax fields. So, maybe we don't do that. Maybe we don't do that. Although, I mean, isn't they would work a wheat field first. And then they would work the flax fields. Well, the wheat field, then the berry field, then the flax fields, then the wheat field, and then they'd get to the grindstone. So basically, there's a lot of work they'd have to do before they got to the grindstone, which is kind of the exact problem that we're having right now. So maybe we don't. Maybe we don't put down a grindstone yet until we know that our food supplies are okay right now. Now, obviously, 287.2 isn't bad, and obviously our food supplies are growing quite quickly, as is the amount of wheat that we have. But I would like to make sure that we're okay. I guess 309.4 isn't bad. Oh, why not? Let's go ahead and get one more colonist. And that one colonist is gonna go take a job, I assume, in a flax field, I think. I don't remember what field this guy's gonna be working in. I really don't remember. It's this one over here, right? It's to the right? Yeah. So he's gonna go work in... I think this one. I don't remember what it is, though. I really don't. Is it wheat? Is it flax? I think it's wheat. Yeah, he looks to be wearing the same color as the other wheat farmers, so I assume he's gonna go do his thing. Yeah, looks like wheat. Alright, let's get rid of this berry field. I don't think we're gonna need that. And considering the amount of wheat that we're gonna have coming in, I do think we are gonna need another grindstone. So I'm gonna put that there. I'm gonna put another crate just there. Then throw these back in there. So I do think another grindstone is going to be necessary. And I do think we can get away with getting another grindstone. So that guy's going to go ahead and... Oh, he's working the flax fields. Didn't think about... Why? Why didn't I think about that? Why didn't I think about that at all? That's really, really silly. Let's just go ahead then and clear out this field and clear out this field as well. Because that leaves us one job remaining, and I feel fairly confident in getting one more colonist to do that job, so that we are going to be producing a lot more flour. We are still harvesting wheat, that's the thing. That's what makes me fairly confident in having this guy here start producing flour, because it means that more flour is going to pop up, meaning more bread's going to pop up, meaning that more people are going to be fed, which is kind of what we're going for. So let's see, what are you working on? You don't have berries? What? What do you need there, fella? What exactly? I'm really confused by this. I'm really confused by what this guy needs. If I put that there, He doesn't seem to be working. He doesn't seem to be working at all. If I go into here real quick, not that. If I do flax farmer, it needs flax seeds. Berry seeds, berries. We don't have flax seeds. How do we get flax seeds? Huh. Alright, maybe we have to buy them. It is possible that maybe we need to buy them because there is the shop. We need gold coins, planks, and stone bricks. So maybe we get the mint. Maybe the mint is something that that we get. We need a gold ingot. We need planks. We need an iron ingot. And the mint. Actually, we have a mint. So if I go ahead and just make a mint, I guess this guy could start working there. So remove that real quick. And we'll go ahead and move the mint into here. It can go at that spot. And that's going to put that guy to work. And the mint is going to make gold coin. Which is going to need gold ingots. So that's fine. That's totally fine. The mint is going to be relatively useless, but whatever. The shop needs 5 gold coins, planks, and stone bricks. So that's fine. Now, you currently don't have any... not quite sure what that guy was trying to do. Yeah, I assume you're going to go work the mint. You are dressed in gold, so... Definitely seems like the kind of outfit that someone working the mint would have. Let me pick these up real quick and move you guys forward. So you're going to go there. And you're going to go there. And here's hoping that you guys will be a little bit more effective. Now, you don't have gold ingots. Which is obviously a problem. So, I think we can go ahead and say that you can get back to making infinite gold ingots. Which is fine. Because we did have, we don't seem to have any more, but we do. We do have a lot of gold ore, actually. So that's fine. This guy here is going to need to grab some ingots for sure. Once that guy dumps them into storage. What's he making now? I guess that's iron. That's fine. Are you going to grab any gold ingots, or are you just going to stand there and complain about not having any? There we go. So he's going to go grab those and start working on the coins. Now, what I'm curious about is just how many coins we actually get from the one ingot. Really? Alright, alright. I see how it's gonna be. You know, you're in the middle of making some gold coins and you go to bed. I see how it is. Alright. Fair enough. That's not infuriating in the slightest. Not one bit. No, I'm not at all mad that he stopped making the gold coins. Ah, not at all. Me? Mad? Why? Why ever would you think that? Ha! Huh.